The true definition of the metaverse is easier than you might think. What is the metaverse? People say the metaverse is not defined yet and nobody knows what it is. But that is wrong. The metaverse has a clear definition and I got this from a product manager at Meta. So pay attention because in the future you will be able to give a better answer than nobody knows. My name is Tarek and you probably found this video because you want to learn things about innovative technologies like VR, AR, NFTs or crypto. We talk about metaverse and most people intuitively associated with the OASIS from Ready Player One, a globally networked virtual reality application that most of humanity uses every day for everything. And then they flip you the bird and tell you how unrealistic this is. But that's not even what Meta is talking about when they describe the metaverse. But what is it if not science fiction? The most common answer is there is no fixed definition of the metaverse and nobody knows what it will be. And I said that as well because Mark Zuckerberg's presentation was so crammed with visions, ideas and colorful marketing phrases that it was really not clear what exactly he wanted to sell us. I heard a talk in April by Raja Rajavel, who is a product manager at Meta, and he pretty much described what the metaverse is, and it is surprisingly easy to understand. Probably that's exactly the problem. It's too simple, so Meta's marketing team had to build a big balloon full of colorful images and associations around it. The actual quote is, "The metaverse is a persistent and immersive simulated world, VR or AR, that is experienced in the first person by large groups of simultaneous users who share a strong sense of mutual presence." We will look at this definition in more detail in a moment, of course. If this video adds value to you, I'd really appreciate feedback in form of a like or a comment. And if you want to see more posts like this, feel free to follow me. Meta's definition builds on three crucial concepts. The first concept is presence. Meta sees how XR technologies bring people together and how people are already spending time together online today. We spend a lot of time in remote meetings with Zoom or Teams, and those meetings kind of serve a purpose, but people aren't really together. It's different when they are doodling together on a whiteboard or leaning over to whisper something to the person sitting next to you. We have this feeling of spatial presence more in VR meeting. The second concept is interconnecting applications, meaning the networking of companies and end devices and experiences and virtual property. Anyone who plays in open game worlds like Fortnite or Roblox knows that people are already networked in common virtual worlds. But those worlds are islands and are insurmountably separated from each other. The metaverse will have open standards so that these different virtual worlds can exchange and network. Meta relies on OpenXR, a standard that has already existed since 2019. And the third concept is decentralization, as we see it in trends of blockchains and NFTs. Rajavel says that decentralization would technically not be necessary in the metaverse, since basically all assets could also be stored centralized on servers, but that it will be a reasonable consequence that in distributed worlds with universally usable assets, they will be managed decentrally in structures like blockchains or smart contracts. Smart contracts and NFTs could even be used as keys or tools. So metaverse means people experiencing XR together, platforms networking via open standards, and decentralization of assets. Nothing of this is revolutionary or unrealistic. None of it is science fiction from a Spielberg movie. All of this is already being used or developed today, even without necessarily having to call it a metaverse. And now you can also give a very clear answer when someone asks you what the metaverse actually is. In 2018, there was already a slightly different version of the metaverse called Magicverse. You should definitely check out my comparison here if you also want to jump onto the conversation about the Magicverse. Stay awesome!